everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us in today's live stream. This is Mary from Coinstore. I'm a business development executive, and we are here to do CS Live Market Insiders AMA with Gala Music. But before we proceed to that, I just want to brief you guys first about our promo code giveaway. So during the live stream, we will be doing a promo code giveaway of music token throughout the live stream. One promo code will be given during the live stream and another one before the end of the live stream. So make sure you guys stay tuned until the end. So throughout our live stream today, the up code will appear on top of the screen. So make sure you guys keep an eye out of it, but of course I will be reading it as well. So let me go ahead and introduce to you our very special and amazing guest, Maestro of Blockchain Melodies, Jason Brink, President of Blockchain, Gala Music. So before we start, I just want to know, how are you today, Jason?
Doing okay. I'm doing okay. It's a little early, but we got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm at an offsite right now with some of the other people here in the Gala ecosystem, and a lot of stuff time. I'm meeting a lot with music crew later today, so looking forward to that.
All right, sounds good. Sounds amazing. On my end, it's also a bit early, but no worries. So, yeah, I just before we dive into the details of this AMA, can you give us a little bit of information about yourself, what you do with Gala Music, what is Gala Music,
Sure,
and what are your goals
sure,
and vision? Yeah.
sure. So I've been in the blockchain space for a very long time. It's over 10 years now. So that's
Mhm.
you know it's crazy. That's like 70 years in normal human being time, which explains I'm so old. But yeah, originally started getting because I was doing disaster relief work in the developing world. I disaster earthquake, and I got to see exactly how badly our existing foreign aid system doesn't work. And then I came up with a blockchain way to fix that. I ended up putting together a proposal for that, winning an award from the Global Development Network and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation uh, for what was called the aid dollar, and tried to work with governments and NGOs to get something to work in the blockchain space that way. Unfortunately, what I found is that governments and NGOs don't do something that was more agile, and that's kind of where my work with Gala finally came in. And I started working initially first on the gaming side, and then moved there into the entire ecosystem and our L1 Gala chain, just powered by the Gala token, and everything else in the entire ecosystem. And then as of the beginning of December, stepping in and doing a lot with music. So that's kind of where I started and where I am now.
Yeah, that sounds good. Like started from the very first part, which is gaming, and right now you guys were able to do music, which is actually one of the game changer within the Web3 space that we can
Yeah,
somehow integrate in this part. So I would like to ask, what about Gala Music? What are your goals and vision upon having Gala
sure.
Music? Mhm.
Well, the main thing Gala Music is that basically we're looking to revolutionize the music industry. Right now, the music doesn't really work in service of anyone other than the major record labels. Artists, you have to sign your rights away to the record label when you first get started, and in if you're a just a small producer or something along the road, sometimes it's very difficult for you to you'll eventually get paid by record labels and things like that, but it's a very complex. What we look to is to revolutionize and these issues by using blockchain and smart contracts and the disruptive technologies and disruptive constellation technologies that all really come together. So this is why on the Gala Music platform, you can come, sign up, submit your information, get ready to go, and then everybody in the entire value chain essentially wins from this experience because the track, people who are purchasing that track are people who are interested in a musician within that track, it gets hosted on the jukebox system of nodes. That is it's a decentralized storage for the music ecosystem. So people who are hosting that track jukebox node, they're receiving credit when plays happen as well. And so right now, if you were to go to Spotify, if you're an artist on Spotify, something like I want to say 0.004 cents per stream or something like that. So you make very, very little. Right now, I think the average on Gala Music is about 0.0 cents per stream, which is massive.
Right.
And the Gala Music system has the Gala Music token, which I believe you guys, I think, um, and yeah, it essentially moves that entire ecosystem and incentivizes people to engage with that ecosystem via tracks, via drop operation, and via things like the All Access Store, where you can gain access to information and use special experiences directly from merch and things like that. I just bought a vinyl album from September Morning music on our All Access Store, and when that transaction happens, 50% and the other 50% goes directly to the artist. So pretty
All
cool
right.
thing.
Yeah, it really is, it's not just basically for the music, for the artists, for the record labels, but also for the listeners as well, who's
Right.
looking to have free space. So what you do guys is amazing. So I have this question. Gala Games, or Gala, is known for gaming, NFTs and such before music, right? So what really inspires you to make this music, Gala music? What's the
Well,
inspiration? Artist, a single musician, one who wants to make music for their music to be here all throughout. Like they don't need to have their record labels and such, and they can just, easily spread their music, build their community through Gala music, which is, I would say, amazing, very different from what are the currently known other platforms like Spotify or YouTube, let's say. But yeah, before I actually proceed to the other questions that I have to further dive into the details, so since we have our promo code for the giveaway, I just wanted to say to our viewers that the promo code will now be shown on top of the screen, as you can see. So make sure you have downloaded first the Coinstore application and that you have a registered account so that you can claim some free music token. So just also, as what I've said earlier, I will be reading the code, which is MD616WHR. So that's the promo code. So just make sure that you have our app and then you also registered in our application. So yeah, going back, Jason. So for Gala Music, what kind of incentives do you guys have for our users or for the users to try out your music platform? What kind of incentives do we have for them?
So if you're trying out the music platform just as a listener, it's a very easy thing to do. It creates everything's free to listen. So you pay a membership. There's no advertising. There's nothing like that. I mean, get those god awful like clusters of like 30 that exists on Gala Music. So you just come and listen. And if you want to, pick up a track or run a jukebox or something like that, there can be a lot of other. But the thing I think is important right now for your users to know, there are tremendous for sharing and bringing people onto the ecosystem right now. There's a chunk of distribution every single day that is set aside for we call ecosystem supporting actions. So if you're sharing with people and those people are coming and they're putting tracks on jukeboxes, there can be an incentive there that can come to you for that. And it's a program a lot of people are using right now. Using their viral share link. So the rewards for doing so are pretty big. So that's definitely something that you should take a look.
Yeah.
get it out there, get as many people as you can into the ecosystem. If you were to go to your Gala music site, which you could go to at music.gala.com,
Mhm.
there's a share button underneath your little profile picture up there on the right. Get that link and send it out to all your friends involved. That's the best way for you to benefit from this immediately.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, because us people, us humans, we love music. So it's very, very easy, to somehow share the type of music that we're listening to with our friends. Of
Right.
course, we're somehow listening to the same music. Like, yeah, it's definitely beneficial as well to the viewers, basically. And it's a good thing that it's free. We don't need to sign up
Yeah.
for anything yet, right? So it's a good one. We can definitely, definitely try out the music platform that you guys have. So for the music artists, aside for them not needing to have the record labels and such, what other benefits do they have if they publish their music or songs into the Gala music platform? What's the benefit
Well,
for the artist or the
the,
musicians?
the- yeah, the first thing is that, they actually get paid immediately when they or it's not quite immediately, it's pretty soon after, but in the very near future,
Mm,
it will be an immediate payment. So you drop a track and you for that track, it comes to you right away via a smart contract, as opposed to later after it goes through an accounting process and things like that. Once all of the stuff has been entered, it goes out to exactly who it's supposed to go out to automatically. Um, so that's the first thing. The second thing is just get to value your own work. You get to set your own price for things. If you think a track is one of your best tracks, that you have a bunch of fans that really want it, you set it at whatever price you would like to set it at.
mm,
Or if you want to work with us, we have a tier of tracks that we can use for giveaways and things like that. And that's something that can be awesome for the artist community as well, because essentially it becomes a tool for engagement of your fans. The way that this can work, for example, is if you were to take some of the music token and lock it against an artist on the platform. When you lock it against an artist, that artist can come and they can see fans. I want to know who the super fans are. Who are the people that uh, you know want attention the most because they've locked the most. You then, as look at that and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to special drop just for these people. Or I'm going to do a merch sale just for these people. Or we're going to have an event just for these people. And we've had some amazing events and things like that. We had a barbecue at Snoop's house, okay, which was a lot of fun. We've had some great all access experiences and of merch, lots of, really cool stuff like that. So, those are a few things that as an artist you can do that you can't do anywhere else.
I see. It's really amazing to me. It's a game changer basically. So it's not just Gala music who's benefiting, but also the artist itself. Aside from
Yes, of
that,
course.
the communities, the viewers, they can be. I mean, everyone can benefit.
Correct. Everybody has to win. If
Yeah,
everybody doesn't win, we're doing it wrong.
you're right. It was definitely an amazing thing, and me myself, I can't wait to try it out. So,
Try it
aside
out. Give it a shot.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Who knows? I might be uploading my own music. Let's see. So, aside from this benefits that we have for the communities, for the artist itself, what kind of role do you see cryptocurrencies are gonna play in the future of music streaming platforms like Gala Music?
I
What's the
think
role?
I think from a philosophical perspective, I think that cryptocurrencies are eventually they're just going to be called currencies. It's just going to be the way that value is transacted. Right now, cryptocurrency there is what's the word I'm looking for? There's a stigma associated with them. People look at them and they think, not well, not the Web 3 people, but Web 2 people look at crypto a certain image in the media, right?
Mm,
Once we get over that, I think that a lot easier to get large scale adoption. I see crypto being an important part of this platform and everything else in the future. Because uh, music ecosystem, Gala powers everything that happens on Gala chain. These are just going to be they're tools that people use.
I see. So basically, since some more most likely, we also would like to know how the Gala music ecosystem works aside from.
Sure. So the way that it works is essentially you have a distribution that's a number of tracks that have been released. Okay, it's running wild and distributing crazy. Unless there's growth in the ecosystem. If tracks are being released and sold out, then a little bit of music token gets released at the same time. And that amount goes to pool, and then a certain percentage of that pool gets released every day. So, and as more tokens are burned, the number of tokens that are released, it balances out. The idea is for it to balance out and be as full and sustainable as possible. We don't want to have something where you have just billions and billions of tokens that just get thrown out into the world. A long sustainable emission. Now, those tokens are when they're the community, they're given to some of it goes to us, some of it goes to the artists whose tracks were listened to that day. Some of it goes to ecosystem supporting actions like referrals, like we talked about. So there's a huge number of uh, participants in the ecosystem. So everything gets spread out across everything. We find that it works out quite well to build a broad base to the people on board. And we're growing like crazy right now with the president of music who joined not too long ago, Layla Steinberg. She's an amazing team of industry heads to run the Gala music. Layla Steinberg, by the way, if you don't know, she used to be Fox manager. She is the I would call her like the godmother of hip hop. Like she knows buddy. Also Tim Herndon, who's running our A and Ryan Rodriguez, who's running the sort of behind the scenes stuff. These people, Crystal, whose last name I forget, she's the former head of Marketing Voice, is heading up marketing for and everything is just starting to roll out right now. So there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff in the near future.
I can see. I can definitely envision it on my own. So since we're entering a new year, we're on Q1 of 2024. Um, do you what kind of current goals do you have in plan for Gala Music from Q1 to Q4?
Well, I can't even tell you. It's there's going to be a new white paper that's released here pretty
Mm-hmm.
soon, a new update to that. If I told you,
Okay.
if I told you, you wouldn't believe me, so I'm not even going to bother. You
Okay.
see it happen.
All right. We'll definitely just look into it, or it will come. Let's see.
It's
So,
there's a lot of stuff coming. I mean, right now, guys, the important thing that everybody needs to understand is that this is true in music, and this is also true for the galley.
mm,
We know that for the last several years, as we have been building mostly in stealth, we haven't done the marketing that us to do. We know this. Um, that is going to be the case. So you're going to start stuff hit more and more and more, and people finding out about more. One of the things that we just launched literally yesterday is the Galagram, where if there's a creator, whether it's a local representative, okay, who's think of it as like the Gala community example, the person who might want to run that, or whether it's a content creator, person who makes YouTube videos, any of those things. We've created a incentivize these sorts of things. We also have brought on two very large, very heavy hitting marketing agents that are going to be pushing a lot of things forward. Gala chain. There's just a lot going on. So I'm happy that you guys are able to hear about it first.
Me as well. Actually, upon envisioning it, like you can say, it's somehow what it comes to me. It's like it's really big. Like it's gonna be
There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff.
yeah. Um,
And that's the cool thing about Layla and her connections is that
mhm,
cool stuff, and it's a lot of cool stuff nobody else can get. It just isn't even available. It's not stuff that you can buy. It's opportunities that are built through a lifetime of building relationships and helping other people. And so that's where some of this stuff comes from, and it's absolutely incredible.
I'll definitely look into it. I like the same genre that Layla has, which is hip hop. So that's
Oh,
what.
she's amazing. She was one of the ones who worked really closely with Earl Sweatshirt back in the day, Tyler the Creator, the
Mhm.
whole she knows everybody. She knows absolutely everybody. Um, and it's hilarious to watch her as how do I put this? She reminds me she's this very humble lady. She's very unassuming. She's a sweetheart. And then, she'll look down at her and she'll be like, "Oh, that's Snoop calling. One second, I have to go talk to Snoop." And then she'll go and she'll go off to talk to Snoop. And then, she'll come back someone else, later that I can't name, and then somebody else later that I can't name, and things like that. And it's just like this constant revolving thing of there's just so much stuff happening in the ecosystem. I'm super excited.
Okay,
Layla's
amazing,
amazing.
amazing. You telling me that right now, I'm a fan. Can I know her? But
Yes, you can. You can. I like. I wish we would have gotten her on this as well because I think
right.
she would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. Actually, just details about her. I want to know her. We have the same like genre that we like. The connections that she have is what I would like. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing. So basically, since it's just a little preview that we can have on what you guys are looking to do by 2024. How about events? Do you guys have any plans for events this 2024? Can you tell us about that? What kind? No.
No, I can't. I can't. So events. I think that you split up events into several categories. Okay.
Mm,
Some of them I can tell you about. Some of them I can't. Okay. So one of the things that we're leaning into really hard right now is doing industry events. Okay.
mhm,
So how do we put Gala music in front of the people who make decisions? Okay, in the music industry.
mm,
Because we're not actually, and this is one of the very interesting things, we can actually enhance what a record label does. We can enhance what anyone bringing music to market does because we can be your Web3 part. Okay, so one of the type of events that we're doing, and these are private events that happen, at the Grammys, private events that happen at these sorts of things where we actually get in front of the most important people in the industry. So that's one type of event, and you'll probably never hear about those, publicly, but they're pretty important things. The
mhm,
second type of event is, sort of larger public style events, like, you'll probably see us at Web3 and music festivals and things like that, getting involved with, with the community. Then the third type of event is the deeply community promote those, you know, to the ends of the earth and back. Uh, in fact, I'm already reaching out to some people in the Philippines, for example,
mm.
about basically setting up a gala community event in Manila. Uh, or funding T-shirts, funding cool swag and stuff like that, and having a whole thing where everybody gets together and gets a little bit of alpha or gets a little bit of a cool experience. And I've done these, and well, I do them everywhere I travel in Manila before as well. But yeah, we're gonna be doing like that, and it's gonna be smaller, more intimate, more powerful, and so you'll
Okay.
hear a lot about that.
All right. That sounds good. I'm from Manila, so if you need my help, I'll be there for you guys.
I 100% we'll definitely do something.
All right. I'll look into it. I'll wait for it basically. So
So
also,
you won't have to wait that long. I think Manila, I'll probably be having something in Manila before the middle of the year
sounds
or
good.
something,
Sounds
and you know we'll make it fun.
I'll be there if it's fun. Well, I thought it's fun. With what you guys do, with what your vision has, it's definitely, as a viewer, I'll look into it basically. So
Beautiful.
since we have this vision, we have this benefits for not for everyone, basically all access is what Gala Music is. Can you somehow share if there are any some challenges that you have faced in making Gala Music to what you
Yeah.
guys are now?
Yes, actually, there have been some challenges. The biggest challenge for me personally was I wasn't really even so. I'll back up a little bit.
Mm,
We decided to do Gala Music in the end of 2021 is when we started this.
uh-huh.
It was actually even a little bit before that. We wrote first white paper music in 2021, and this is what I do. I typically get involved in something. I write the white paper. I come up with how the tokenomics work, how the ecosystem works, all the inputs, outputs, all of that, and then I hand that off to somebody else, and then they kind of run with it. And so, in the case of Gala Music, I handed it off some people, and they kind of ran with it. And then in December of last year, uh, I got much more involved in it, and had to kind of go and undo stuff that had been done and redo a bunch of stuff that needed to be done differently and rewrite the white paper and kind of fundamentally like shift how things were going and start pushing in a new direction. And so that has been a pretty big challenge because it was a big shift from one way of doing things to a new way. New team, new leadership. That's when Layla joined us. Early end of last month we had Ryan Rodriguez and Tim Herndon and Crystal and all of them joining. There's just it's been a challenge, but it's been amazingly fulfilling to see the ecosystem grow, and reach a certain point.
Yeah, I think those challenges that you guys have faced, it definitely contribute to the outcome of what Gala Music has. And I can say, even with this AMA that we have, that you guys have a lot that as viewers can definitely on the lookout to. Like, just having the benefit that everyone can, basically have an access, everyone can benefit. That's a good thing. That it's not just you as a project, as Gala Music who can
Exactly.
benefit, but everyone else. So yeah, it's really amazing. So I have another, just one last, not basically into Gala music,
Sure.
but I want to know what makes Gala tokens unique. Like what separates
Galatoke.
tokens? Yeah, Gala
Well, so
main to
I
others.
think the big thing about Gala for me that's most important is what we're doing in terms of the L1. Okay, people don't understand what the L1 does, what Gala chain does, and what it means for projects.
Mm,
Um, so if you're a project builder, okay, and you want to build something, you want to put something on a blockchain, right? Now, if you're in the crypto world, you're used to building things in Solidity and building on EVM, okay? But the problem is if you're not in the crypto world, like crypto native, building on is terrible. It's an awful language to build on, and it's very to develop and try to learn how to build on the first thing that we did with Gala Chain is we ways to make it easier for somebody to onboard. Now, the next thing that's an issue is that when you're building on some other project, okay, but if they give you a grant, you can't actually use it because it's locked for but you still need money because you still have people to pay and you still got development to fund, right? So you end up going a route and doing an ICO. The problem is if ICO, you've now created a legal risk for yourself that you don't need to have. Okay. And you've created a situation where you've already pre-minted a whole bunch of tokens, and so it's very hard to. You're in a situation where when you spin up your economy, you have that you previously emitted. Okay, all at once as a pre-mine. What we what we can do with the Gala chain ecosystem is somebody can come in, we can help them get started, help them launch a node system. This ecosystem of nodes can actually reduce their costs by replacing things to a certain extent, like AWS and whatnot. And then it can also be a fundraising mechanism for them. All of this is powered by the Gala token. And so Gala be the key to unlocking this massive potential for fundraising and project onboarding that doesn't exist anywhere else and nobody knows about it yet. And so literally yesterday I started pushing out some pieces on what's going on at Gala right now, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing this all grow as people begin to understand what we're actually doing. We're not just games, guys. We're a lot more than that.
Right. Because basically, mostly viewers or within the space, Gala is known for Gala games, basically.
Exactly, exactly. But it's way, way, way bigger than that.
I agree with you. Now that you guys have Gala music, so it's not just basically the games.
Well,
Um,
it's not just gala music either, guys. It's stuff that you don't even know that doesn't have the word gala in front of it. You know, there's lots that is being built right now that is experimenting in the node ecosystem. We've got some projects that are got some we've got a social media network that's being built on Gala chain called Rep that's being built completely not by us. It has nothing to do with us other than the fact that it's happening on Gala chain. We've got AI iteration happening across. We've got amazing stuff going on, and I can't wait for people to see it.
yeah, you guys are like all access. You have everything, and it's a good
Pretty
way,
much, pretty
right?
much.
Because even though you guys are looking into that kind of thing, like everything, AI, social media, music, games, NFTs, um, your goals vision is not just focused on you, it's also
Right.
focused on the community, on like everyone can benefit. So it's
Yep.
really good thing. That's why you guys are in this success right now. So yeah, that's mainly the question that I have. Like, I think we have tackled everything: events, what you guys are, what's the
Okay.
difference and such. Since you guys cannot tell us more about what we're gonna look out for, like it's a surprise for the viewers, it's a surprise for
It is
us.
a surprise. It's going to be super cool, though. You guys are going to love it.
Yeah, so basically those are my questions. So yeah, before we end, if there I'll just gonna put in or deep in again to the promo code, since we have somehow reached the end of the live stream. So before we say our farewell, guys, to the viewers, our second promo code will appear right now again on the top of the screen. So make sure you have download the Coinstore app and then registered an account, and I'll just gonna read a promo code once again. This is the second one. It's AFEJW075. So that's our second promo code. And Jason, yeah, before we end this, anything you'd like to share to our viewers, to
Well,
everyone?
I'd like to invite everyone to join our Discord. You can join our Discord at galagames.chat. In our Discord, there's a quest system, and if you perform the quest, collect these boxes. These boxes have either 100, 1,000, or which is 10,000 galas, about $220 US right now. So get in there and do those quests, share things out in social media, and let's grow this entire community together.
Right, basically, not just for Gala Games, Gala Music, but for Gala itself, since you guys are living
Exactly.
in Gala. Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. So, yeah, do you have any other question for me? Yeah, anything that we can address before we end everything? Or if I forget to ask you something that you'd like to tell? Yeah.
I'm good. Anything else that I'm happy to answer any questions if there's something from the community.
Um, yeah, basically as a community, my question is like, what are you guys gonna be doing? Like, what type of events? What are that are the surprises? But we can't, so we're just gonna be on the lookout to it.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
Right, any clue? Like, can you give us like a little bit of clue?
A
Some,
little bit of a clue about some of the stuff that's coming.
yeah.
You're going to see some major publications.
Okay.
You're going to see some pretty cool partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see some additional games coming to the ecosystem. Um, you're going to see some bigger artists coming to the ecosystem. It's a lot of growth right now. It's a lot of growth. It's a good time. It's a good time to be involved.
Right, right. All right, then. Thank you so much, Jason. So, you guys, viewers, a lot of games, partnerships, a big artist that's gonna come, you'll definitely need to like look into it. So yeah, I have everything. Everyone that actually covers everything for today's CS Live Market Insiders AMA with Gala Music. Again, my name is Mary from Coinstore team. I'm a business development executive, and thank you so much, Jason Brink, president of Blockchain, Gala Music, and to our viewers. You guys have an amazing day ahead of you. All right. Thank you,
Thank you very
Jason.
much.
Very
Thank you.
nice
You guys
chatting.
have a great day.
I enjoy everything. All right. Take care. Bye now.
You too. Bye.
All right.